victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State. And it is intense, and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along and getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus. I'll tell you, there's a lot of familiarity in this game. A lot of these high school players grew up playing with or against each other, so it just adds an extra layer to this rivalry.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Try to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's memory back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Right down the middle. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is
touchdown Wolverines! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Michigan State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Hand off from the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. With the catch, it's Glover. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Looking for a block. It's Stewart. Delivers the contact. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw, it's Osborne. This one's complete. Oh, what a move! He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Stewart. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. This time it's complete. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense. The give to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand in Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
After that last completion, it's second down. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Offense in an empty set. Looking for a man. It's Osborne. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Throws to the tight end. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wolverines! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Offense set on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get laddered up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the running back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Oh, what a move to get open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll throw it. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. Just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gates. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Oh, how did you make that move? They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty. Lining up for the PAT. Precision blocking up front. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. From the gun, running back on the move. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to him. Moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. The Wolverines get the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the air, it's Osborne. He'll take a deep shot here. Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going downfield for the big play. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarter...
And the quarterback is snowed under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Scanning the field, it's Child. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Line gets set, first down. The give on the inside. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to snap it quickly. He's back to throw on second down. It's complete. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on first down from the 30. He's looking to throw it. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Osborne. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his man. It's Morgan. Touchdown, Wolverine! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game, and he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They'll try the right side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Now on the option. The pitch. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan Trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. It just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan. weekend all the time, you got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. A 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for a block. It's Stewart. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. It's complete to the right. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Able to pick up a couple on 1st down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
On the move, it's Stewart. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Wants to throw. It's Osborne. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Leaves it with the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll give it to him again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He wants to pass it on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. On fourth down, going to the air. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. First down here for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in the bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Every defense in the country talks about hitting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Running it back, it's Stewart. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the missed connection, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Osborne. He's right on target.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They get to the line quickly. On second down, just keeps firing. Scrambling away. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. They're working that left side. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They move the tight end all over. to the air. It's Osborne. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's got it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Still on his feet. They're bringing heat. Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Quarterback adapting. At the 20, he's got space. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got a man. It's Clements. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Spartans will punt this one away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Back to throw, it's Osborne. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack. get a lost yardage play, I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never got...
Can anyone catch him? And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Second down after that incompletion. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Gets away. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. To the air. It's Osborne. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, fourth and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got it past the marker. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually,
off he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Moore. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Osborne. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, going up top. Hauls it in. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They'll put the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Great job by the defense there. They were ready in a 2-point situation to defend the pass. They did so, and the offense now comes away with 6 points on the drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Clements. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Forced out of the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. To throw, it's Osborne. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moore. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They're trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Fires it down the seam. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.